Guess who got a tripod? Yeah, me. I got a tripod. Finally. Now I'm not gonna be hogging no foam roller to record my stuff. Oh Jesus Christ. But, sorry, Donald. I don't know if you guys can see her. Come here. Come on. Up. No? You don't wanna get up? It's okay. I don't know if you guys can see her too well, but yeah. So it is arms and abs day. Not much to say. Gonna focus, do 6 sets of biceps, 6 sets of triceps around that range, because I already worked them fairly well from the earlier movement or earlier workouts from this split. Last day of the split, I haven't had a 2-day consecutive rest days or 2-day consecutive rest days dedicated in my splits before, so it's gonna be a little new. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this workout in. It's been a fairly long day. Nothing bad. Excuse me. I already fed you. What you doing all that for? You tons. I'm trying to make him feel like I don't feed him nothing. Crazy. Yeah. Work was good, but it's just been a long day. My AC's been out. It's been hot. I'm trying to get out, get moving. You know what I mean? So I can cool down a little bit when I get back inside. But yeah, that's about all I got. Finally got a tripod, which is good. Looking forward to this final day of the split. Well, I'll see y'all at the gym. All right, so we're starting with biceps. I think I picked up the 30s to warm up. Single arm dumbbell curl, alternating arm. I don't know. But this is just to get the blood flowing before I hit the main weight, which was the straight bar. I think it's the Z bar. Whatever. You'll see when it comes. But yeah, starting out, I think 12 reps. I did 2 sets of these before I moved into the main bicep movement. Honestly, biceps have been coming in pretty well. The long head, there's 2 heads to the bicep. There's the internal head, which is like the cap that you see, or the little bump that people look for that you see in like Popeyes and whatnot. And there's that's the short head, and then the long head is what sits under it, right? So the short head sits on the inside of your bicep, while your long head sits on the outside, I think. So to get that long head, you want that contraction where you turn it in and pull up. That contraction is essential for that long head to be built. To get the short head and the brachialis muscle, which is the muscle that sits on top of the forearm and into the bicep, to get those two, you do the straight bar curl. Not straight bar, what's it called? Where you hold it at a straight angle rather than internally rotated. So like here, you're seeing that I'm hitting the short head when I'm hitting like the inside bicep when I'm hitting the easy bar curl. And I'm trying to squeeze as much on the way up. As always, I could do a better job with my bicep curl of squeezing on the way up. But honestly, this was still a pretty good arm day. It's kind of cool. You're seeing the pump come in more and more as I hit through the. You see the squeeze here. I think this is 60 pounds. Yeah, so 60 pounds. I'm starting at 10, moving down my way to like 6. So 10, 8, 6, 6, and then I dropped the weight and moved down to 40, which you'll see in the next video. But it's cool. You see how the pump and the bicep movement is coming in as I gradually go through these movements. Moving 60 isn't exactly too difficult. That's just 30 on each arm, which I was already doing earlier. But that squeeze is the biggest part of using the easy bar, because the easy bar gives you that angle that you need to hit the inside bicep really well, the inside head that I was talking about. And that's why you squeeze, because that squeeze really activates the inside bicep. Oftentimes when we're doing bicep, or bicep curls, we feel it more on the outside head of the bicep of the two heads, and that gives a decent pump. But to really get that little pump on the bicep, you want to work the inside really well. That's why we squeeze heavily. Anyways, moving into triceps, I started with just normal tricep extension, standing tricep extension. This was the warm up set. We put it at like 60 pounds, as you can see on there, and just focus is maintaining where my elbows are. Like I'm not moving my elbows too much, and I'm just pushing all the way down and pushing down and out. That's how you see that horseshoe coming in a little bit in under the shirt. That little the U upside down U formation is coming because I'm pushing out. Like my wrist is starting flat on the way down and then out externally rotated. Um, so that's what gives that the horseshoe shape, as they call it. But that's just like an under what's it called, upside down U, or whatever you like to call it. Um, I don't know what I was doing there. Did I move down the weight maybe? Oh, I put it up. Hey, what do you know? Right. So I think what I did was I did some warm up reps and then just moved into the main weight range. I think this is 100 pounds. I'm not too sure. But you see, the movement is a little more, like, it's not perfect, but the pump, you see the full tricep. So there's three heads to it. There's the internal head, which is what's facing towards your armpit. And then there's the external head, and then the center head. The center head is what lines up into your rear delt and your trap, or mainly your rear delt. What I moved it to this variation because on Skull Crusher I'm able to. If you force your elbows inside, I'm not doing it on this set, unfortunately. I might be doing it on the next set, but I'll show you. Damn, I didn't. Oh no, I'm doing it a little better as I progress through the movement, through the reps. But you see how it hits that internal head and the middle head a little more when I have it over my head, rather than on when I was doing the normal push down or tricep extension. It seemed to attack the or activate the outer head, the one that's on the outside of the arm, a little more. Or from when you're standing normally with your palm facing in, the tricep head that's facing outside, because there's the center one and then the internal one as well. It's cool to see the pump come in a little more and more as I move through these movements. I think I did 3 sets of this where I would start similar to what I do on other workouts, where I start at a heavy weight, do like as many as I can, drop it 30-40 pounds, do as much more, or like 6 to 8 more, just trying to rip it out, trying to get that full pump on all parts of the on all parts of the triceps and all parts of that body part that I'm trying to work. And yeah, from there, like I said earlier, I'm not trying to do a lot. I know what works for arms, so you just need like 6 to 8 sets and you're good. I'm still trying to learn what really activates the lower part of my abdomen well. I thought leg raises would be a good way to do that. I tried doing 4 or 5 sets of these. First 2 with the alternating like this, and while it was good, I noticed that the exhaustion from my forearms, you can see it, the exhaustion from my forearms from the earlier workout is causing me to like not hold myself as steady as I should be. So I tried using wrist wraps and giving myself a little platform so I'm not like jumping up to catch the bar. So I can wrap my wrists and not put as much weight on them so I can try and hit the movement a little better. But even then, when I pull into my core, I still feel more contraction. Like the contraction is there, don't get me wrong. But is it optimal? I don't know. It's probably because I'm still more of a novice when it comes to ab routines and ab workouts in general. So maybe once I learn to activate it properly, I'll get better at these movements. But for now, I felt like it was more on the shoulders and arms to stabilize. So I was putting like half my energy into that while moving my legs to activate the lower core. So then after I did that last, like I think 3 sets of that, I moved into trunk twists. Weighted trunk twists, just 10 pounds. But point of this is to squeeze while twisting my core, moving my legs one way to help with the twist a little bit. Kind of like you're wringing a shirt that's wet, right? You want to squeeze it and then wring it out. So that's what I'm focusing on, or that's what I'm imagining I'm doing while I'm doing this movement. I think I did 12 reps. I did 4 sets of these, and that hit pretty well. It moved a lot better. I was able to feel it in my core a lot more. And then I moved over to these side to side chopping movements, but I'm controlling on the way down with my arm and my core and on the way up. So exploding out of the hole, going into the hole with contraction, and then exploding out of the hole with contraction. I did 3 sets of these, and I like these a lot. You can also hinge your hip back and push it forward in order to get that full contraction of the core and the hip. It's also a little fun because when I get to the top, I kind of interchange or change out my hands real quick, and that adds a little bit of pizzazz to it. But yeah, this is a great finisher. I felt it throughout my obliques as well as my core. But yeah, so the idea for these is that I feel like a lot of people when they don't do core often and they try to get it done in one day, they're going in and trying to do as many reps as possible, and that's not going to help you. You want to be able to hit same as the rest of your body group. You want to be able to hit it consistently. Of course, I just started doing that. By the way, this is a view from my apartment. Um, I love this view. I sit on the patio often watching the city fly by. It's one of my favorite parts of being in DC. But yeah, overall, a great workout. Loved it a lot. Got some more work to do, but you know how it is. No complaints. I have 2 days of recovery. I'm going to maximize as much as possible, and I'll be back on Friday. See y'all at the gym.